Let's see, where were we going? I think we have to go get some Galagos. It looks strange just because I'm trying it in first person view for a moment. Really hard to see though. Yeah, that's better. I can't see. We're getting hunting log too. It's always a bonus. 3 of 4. Okay, I gotta do one more. One more. Ooh, somebody over here that needs our help as well. Okay, no. Let's go. Let's go turn all these in first. Is this one up here? Okay, we're gonna make a big circle. We'll turn in this one, then do these two, hit that if it's still there, and go there. And then we'll go back to the other area. And catch up on our quests over there. So much to do, so little time. Oh. My bread's almost ready. I can hear it beeping. I'm sorry if you can hear it beeping as well. Okay, I trust you enjoyed your tour of the mill. You are impressed, yes? The matter of a shushu's sale is most worrisome indeed. The matter shall be remedied at once. To delay acting until trouble occurs is to ask for trouble. The Grey Fleet stops for nothing. Full sail ahead. There you go. And we got some mutton stew. That's for... Oh, yeah. We are level 10. Attribute points. Player attributes such as strength, which affects physical attack power, and vitality, which affects maximum HP, can be viewed by selecting character. Alright, let's do that. Character. Okay, we got 3 points. Let's see. I am thinking we need... intelligence. What to do, what to do, what to do. Intelligence and let's see, that gives us more magic points. Actually, you know what? We're going to put all of these in intelligence for now. So we can do more damage. Okay, now let's see if I have... That's a level 1, 5, 1. We can go get another class quest now as well. Okay. Now what do you want? Needy? Kobolds ahoy! Kobold crimes of late give us ample cause for concern. He is content to pass them off as mere mischief-making. He cares more for the welfare of his mills than that of his workers. If my beloved Mogrim knew of my plight, I'm certain he would leap to my rescue all the way from his post at the Red Rooster Stead. Okay. He often calls me his little lamb, and I'm certain my absence could only have made his heart grow fonder. I don't know. He's really into those sheep and those dodos. Alright, let's head back to Red Rooster. Put a little oomph in it. Here we go. When we get... I can't believe there's not a crystal out here. And I think this one goes back to the other side of Limsa, where we need to be anyway, so... Okay, so now that we're 10, we need to talk to all these chocobo keeps. Well met, traveler. Might interest you in a chocobo porter. This is your first visit to this stop. I shall update my register with your name. Okay, so what that does is, if I'm back in Limsa and I want to come here without teleporting, which I obviously can't do because there's no aetherite, I can hire a chocobo to bring me here for like 30 bucks. And believe me, it's well worth it. That was so easy, it makes me wonder why I've spent my life formulating complex solutions to problems rather than merely going around killing things. Nevertheless, I'm afraid it's too late to alter my methods now. I'll continue to focus on the complex solutions and have you stick around to kill things. That sounds like a plan. What hubris, what arrogance to believe that I, one woman alone, could overcome the unfathomably vast and profound mysteries of Mother Nature. But with you here, I'm sure we can do it. Yes, 2 women. There you go. Hello. Beetlejuice. Okay. This gives us level 8 stuff. Man, I wish we'd already had this. Care to partake in the inexorable march of science? I'm having problems here. The concoction I'm currently formulating could change horticulture as we know it. Imagine, a fluid one could strew over crops to ward off pests. All I need are some ladybugs and someone to squash them. Ladybugs simply cannot resist aphids. Find some Althic lavender, dab it with a bit of aphid nectar, and they'll come swarming to the slaughter. Okay. Poor ladybugs. Indeed, the kobold's steady incursions warrant wariness. And now they frighten my poor little lamb, the soul I love more than any other on 2 legs. We must summon the yellow jackets at once. I shall pen the missive warning Ostifer, is that like the drunken version of officer? Ostifer, of the kobold's advance. You must deliver it to the Lothogran checkpoint. There's no time to spare. To reach the Lothogran checkpoint, go first to Blind Iron Mines. Brone Route will guide you from there. Wow. Okay, and then... Oh. One more. All the eggs and milk in the world don't matter a lick without flour. Well, we've got some flour for you. Not that flour's any good on its own, mind you. The Galagos just hoard whatever they can get their filthy paws on. But now we've got the whole kit and caboodle, thanks to you. It's a relief you were around, but at the end of the day, we're still utterly unprepared should this sort of thing happen again. Okay, let's see. We're gonna get Frumenty, and we can either choose $100 or 10 ethers. Might as well go for the money. It's not a lot, but every bit counts. Okay. I keep watch over the gates here at the stead, but my watch extends only so far. The stagecoach that was supposed to pull in today never made it past Blind Iron Mines. Word arrived not long ago that it was waylaid by someone or something. The coachman is a plucky fellow. If I know Wahoy Mahoy, he'll be poking around the mines, plotting to salvage his consignment. But ultimately, he is just one man. It would put my mind at ease if you could go to his aid. Yes, I can. Man, I wish we had our, let's see. The ones from the other side. Oh man, we should have already... Okay. We are going to go back to Limsa. And we will come back. We should have had this robe on a long time ago. Welcome back, Gigi. It appears your coordination with Carbuncle is progressing at a satisfactory pace. Shall we test your growing acumen with a more practical examination? Our work at the gate requires us to inspect and record the contents of incoming cargo. To simulate such a task, I have had several crates transported to the cliffs south of the Zephyr Gate. I want you to examine those crates, then return the inspected cargo here to me. You would be surprised at the depths to which some merchants will sink to deter our customs agent from performing thorough investigations. False bottoms, rotting foodstuffs, flesh-eating Vilcan. I suggest you be prepared for any eventuality. Well, that just sounds lovely. Sounds lovely. Alright. While we're here, let's run to Hawker's Alley and mend... Oh, there's a Titan Eggy. I will get that eventually. Not yet, but eventually. Oh, look at all the crafters. My goodness. Okay, she said Zephyr Gate, so... Run over here and run outside. And the whole point of doing this is to get as much stuff as possible soul bonded, because then eventually you get to convert it into materia, which you can then attach to your weapons and your clothing. Alright, let's see what pops out. How did you hit me? I am not a threat. Pray ignore my presence for the present and allow me a moment to cogitate. By all means, cogitate. My character's like, what? The reaction to my sudden appearance was within expected parameters, but I must admit I did not expect so proficient a performance against the enemies set against you. Yet effective though your tactics were, I spied much room for improvement. As I watched you battle, the wheels of my mind whirled into motion as they are wont to do, inventing other possible strategies you might have employed. Let's see. Taking into account your current level of ability, factoring in the Aetheric constant, multiplying by the number of opponents, then applying your tactics to other potential combat scenarios. Oh dear, my calculations indicate failure upon encountering threat level 9,785. Wow, due to the velocity of wind and the longitude of the Earth. Well, we'll have to see what we can do about that. Though the opportune window to do so has passed, I would nevertheless introduce myself. I am Clea, a Melvin's Gate Assessor. Acting Guildmaster, whatever, elected me to oversee your training and provide any necessary guidance and instruction in the field of Arcanima. I'm an Arcanist. I am doing Arcanima. Or Arcanima. From what I observed thus far, you have an admirable grasp of the fundamentals. God, these bubbles are so hard. I do, however, wish to confirm one small detail. Regarding your choice of arcane geometries, what factor most influences your actions during battle? Desire to outwit an enemy, potential for amusement. I simply do what feels right. Aha, just as I predicted. And now I have the final element needed to perform another calculation. The probability of you becoming an Arcanist of note is 90%, give or take 0.5%. Yes, the certainty is quite high. After all, I only know of one other practitioner who responded to my question in the same manner. It was the man who bestowed upon me this grimoire, the Guildmaster himself. While our inscrutable leader is, as I'm sure you've heard, on an indefinite leave of absence, he did leave us with his most notorious saying to date. Strategy is a tool used to manipulate one's situation into the desired reality. No matter how gifted you and I might be, however, the instantaneous manipulation of reality that might cause us to suddenly become mighty Arcanists is beyond our present abilities. Discipline and experience is the finest strategy in this case. I suggest you continue to focus on refining your aptitude with Carbuncle. Mastery with an arcane entity will greatly improve your success as a wielder of Arcanima. Here ends your lesson for today. Pray return directly to the guild. I believe Mistress whatever is waiting some inspected cargo. And what of myself? I'm off to the fields, of course. The tactics I reasoned out earlier must be attempted in real-life scenarios. Theory is all well and good, but there is no substitute for actual combat. We will meet again soon. Okay. That was a little cat in the hattie there. Okay, back up we go. It's an archer. Alright, so first we're going to go to Hawker's Alley, because that little bitty battle we're going to have to mend again. And you want everything mended to full before you, excuse me, coming through. Before you, switch out outfits. Repair all, yes, yes, thank you. Oh, Gigi, have you returned with the cargo? Yes, I have. Yes, everything seems to be in order, relatively clear of blood and other gore. That can be something of a problem in our profession, you understand. I also had word from Kalia regarding your performance. She seemed eager to continue your training. An odd lass, I'll admit, but the guild can boast no finer mind for tactics. You would do well to heed the instructions she offers, particularly that which touches on the diligent approach to our art. Did you perhaps notice the battered tome Kalia carries? That initiate's grimoire has served her from the day she entered the guild. She has her reasons, but admittedly strange to see it kept all the way to her present position as Foreseer. I fear such an intense focus on arcanima has led her to overlook other important aspects of life. As our master strategist guides your arcanist training, I hope that you might return the favor and help to broaden her own perspective somewhat. But enough of such matters for the moment. You have done well this day. Continue your practice with Carbuncle, as Kalia has bid. I will be here when the time comes for your next lesson, which, by the way, is right now. Okay, so we can grab that. That's unsellable, and you can't convert it. A ring. Bracelets. We're gonna go with bracelets. All right. Okay, so that's going to do it for this episode. As always, thank you so much for joining me. I will catch you next time. Until then, later, Gator.